Alright guys, so we are going to be doing a review of the Exalt loader case. What I want to do is go through the features first and then give you my opinion on it. I guess we'll just jump right into it. So the whole lining on the inside here is all microfiber, so you don't have to worry about anything getting scratched up or anything like that. There are these little slots in here, so that way you can put the feed neck in there, and whether you have even a halo or spire or a rotor, you can see that there's this opening here, so you can see this opening here. I moved it away from the camera, and that's all going to fit inside there. These two straps here are for batteries, so you can actually slip in two AA's on each side. I guess you can maybe fit a couple more. There is this elastic piece right here that you can pull up, and it'll hold everything down so that way you don't have to worry about it falling out or anything like that. I'm going to flip it around here so I can show you this. So there is this cool little feature in here that it's a little pouch. But it's cool because it has Velcro on the back, so you actually don't even need to have it inside there. So I'm just going to move it off to the side for now. So this little pouch is for whatever it is that you'd like to put in here, honestly. It does have the same microfiber lining on the inside, except for this one part here, but it's not abrasive, so you don't have to worry about this scratching anything. So if you put O-rings in here, if you put tools, you don't have to worry about it getting all scratched up or anything like that. But the idea with this, and I'm going to get into now what I actually think about it, is I've been using this 260 spire for a little bit now, and because it is higher, when I go to put it in the case itself, if I have this in here, it doesn't close. That is one thing I don't really like about it. I know most people aren't going to be using the 260. They're going to be using the 200. 200 fits perfect with this in there, regardless of whatever hopper it is, as long as it's in that 200 capacity range. But what it does, though, is it's going to hold this 260 just fine. The idea with this, though, is that it has a rigid case that is just going to protect it. So ultimately, the TSA hates us for whatever reason, and they're throwing around everything. I want it to be that I can drop it from whatever, and it's going to be protecting the hopper inside. I already put a lot of damage on my hopper, just with how I dive. It's not the most graceful, but I want to make sure that I don't just have this banging around in my gear bag. So this way, I'm able to go ahead and protect the thing that is helping me play paintball. I mean, ultimately, it's feeding the paint into the gun so that way I'm able to go and play. Something else, I don't know if this is really an important feature, is that this does come out. So I guess if you wanted to, you could take this out and clean it off, I guess. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's just a little tray that goes inside there. Yeah, so that's the loader case itself. I guess my personal thing is I wish it was just maybe a little bit taller. I know the idea was that they wanted to make it as compact as possible, so that way you don't have this huge thing in your gear bag. They only wanted it to be just a little bit bigger than the hopper itself, so that way the hopper isn't banging around in there, but also it's protecting the hopper. So I understand that that's the way that it has to be, and ultimately I don't really need to use this because I have my gear bag. I have other things that I could put tools in, or other whatever, you name it. So this isn't like a make or break feature for me, that I can take this out and throw it over there and it doesn't matter. So, and the cat's running after it now. So the nice thing, though, when you do take it out, is that the hook side is the one that I just took out. So this is all soft. You don't have to worry about it scratching up the nose part of your hopper here. The reason why mine is scratched up is because this has been banging around in my gear bag, and I'm not the nicest on my stuff. So that's why that is. But guys, that's it. I mean, it's a really great product. It's something that it's protecting. Hoppers are what, $200-something or whatever they are. And then once you start adding features in, you want to make sure that you protect it, because if you get a crack in there, I actually had to get this whole section replaced at World Cup because I had cracking, and when I would dive, it wouldn't hold. So the whole thing would come off, and it happened at practice, and then dirt gets in there. So if I can protect my hopper, then I'm able to prolong the life of my gear. So that is the video, guys. I hope that it helps you out with making a decision. It's a great product, guys. It's going to protect your gear, which is what it's meant to do. If you do have that 260, just remember that you aren't going to be able to keep that little pouch in there. I guess you could always just keep the pouch and put it in your gear bag, and then that way that neon green thing you're not going to miss. So you can still have everything there, still make it useful. Is what I'm trying to say. But guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, remember, watch, learn, win.